Do, 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 do. I actually got to come up with an actual like a melody that somebody can recognize. Anyway,
Would we get blocked?
maybe. So hey, all you people out there that aren't watching, it's time for my favorite show. Not necessarily your show. It's a little show we like to entitle 5 Minutes You Won't Get Back. Where we talk about something for 5 minutes that probably doesn't impact your lives at all. And that's the point. But just remember, the 5 minutes doesn't start until we say it does. So, we're going to get right into it today. You ready to start the 5 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. Bam. This is going to make a quick one. All right, first of all, today's holiday, which you really need to know, it's actually National Custodian Day. So if you love a custodian out there, or you're good friends with a custodian, or you remember a custodian, just give them props for doing what they do. Mopping up the places that we don't want to mop, cleaning up the places we don't want to clean up, and working the weird hours and dealing with people we don't want to deal with. So many props to you, custodian people.
I know some custodians.
I know some custodians. When I was younger in high school, we tortured them to death. So props to custodians. I can't even share the stories we did because they're mean, and I don't want to give anybody ideas about what to do with custodial people. Anyway, so what I want to talk about today is sleep. And the reason I want to talk about that is because I saw an interesting fact on the interwebs. And I don't know if this is true or not. You have to do some research. But in my interwebs, in my perusing of facts that are on the internet, because there's a lot of true facts on the internet, there's a thing about snails. And certain kind of snails can sleep for long periods of time. And you already know this answer, but I'm going to pretend you don't. So, you know how long these snails can sleep up to?
I'll pretend like I don't. 5 days.
Nope. 3 years.
You didn't even give me like 3
3
guesses.
years. There's snails out there that can sleep for,
3 years.
Pete, how's it going? But 3 years. There's snails out there that can sleep for 3 years. And what I did research and was asked is, how long do these snails live for? Can you imagine
That's a good question.
Can you imagine that the lifespan of a snail is like
3 years and one day.
He wakes up dead.
Yeah, that'd be sad.
Highly disappointing. Poor snail out there. Pete, I'm glad you're doing good. All right, but yeah, so they sleep for 3 years. Man, my mother would love the idea of sleeping for 3 years. She'd be fine with. She'd just sleep till she was dead. She's okay with that at this point in life. Anyway, but I was thinking about sleep too. For some reason, I made a strange correlation, and this is what I kind of have a question for you guys. So, I was thinking about when I grew up, I had a waterbed. Now, back in the day, waterbeds were kind of cool, But if I look back on it, it was the worst thing ever. For one, the waterbed had a heater on it, right? So it heated the water. My heater never worked. So when it was wintertime, and I'm from Chicago, when it was wintertime, and you laid on that bed, oh dear Lord, it was horrible. It was like sleeping on an ice cube. And then also, like, I never probably filled it up all the way. So luckily I don't get seasick, but it was cold and I could never get comfortable and I was all over the place. And as long as there's no kids watching, in the 80s the waterbeds were like, these are really cool things to do with the person you're dating. They're a good place to hang out, if you know what I mean. And you know what? Waterbeds weren't. They weren't even functional for that kind of activity. It was horrible. So yeah, waterbed. I mean, did you have any luck with waterbeds?
I didn't never have a waterbed, but you're right. Like they had a reputation for being, they'd be great for certain things, and I think in practice.
Hey, Austin, how's it going?
They were not.
But yeah, waterbeds were horrible to do things on.
Yeah.
And yeah, no.
They seem like they'd be a lot of work and a pain in the butt.
So if you if you had a waterbed, please comment below about any experiences you had, because mine were awful. And then also, when you got rid of the waterbed, like emptying that mattress out was horrible. Like you had to take the hose and like siphon the water out of your window, and it took like a day. At least took a day on my part to get it. And there was nasty stuff going on because you didn't lift that mattress because it was filled with water, and you got weird stuff. Pete says no good waterbeds.
Nope.
Yes, exactly.
And you looked up. You can still buy water.
You can buy. There are waterbeds available on Amazon. I didn't think that was, especially with with healthy mattresses and foam mattresses and all this other stuff. I figured waterbeds. I can't imagine waterbeds. I didn't look at this, but I can't imagine waterbeds are actually good for your back. And once again, if anybody knows of anything about this, were there any health benefits to a waterbed other than it was a cool thing to have in your van down by the river? But I don't really know. I mean, yeah, but there's actually Amazon. There's a couple different ones, but I think Amazon actually sells one for like $100.
Wow.
But I don't know if it's the whole bed or just the mattress. And when I got rid of my waterbed, the other thing was like I couldn't give it to anybody. I was like, all my friends, this is free, man. You can have a waterbed. Impress your friends. Impress your ladies. None of them took it. So, but yeah, waterbeds. No.
Waterbeds.
Yeah, I used to.
You know what? At some point, I have an aunt that may watch this, and if she watches this long into it, because we're already over 5 minutes, she and my uncle used to have a waterbed. Maybe she can.
Pete's just talking to us
We're
here.
not talking business.
Pete, yeah,
No
I'll see you
business.
Saturday, Pete. But anyway, but yeah, waterbeds were horrible.
It's family time.
I was so happy to get a waterbed too. I remember because my grandmother had a waterbed, and hers was I think 10 times better and more expensive than the one they bought me for my birthday. But I liked her waterbed so much, and I thought it was the coolest thing as a kid. Because I never slept on it. I think I just laid on it to watch TV in her bedroom occasionally. So when they got it, for me, I thought it was like, this is great. And like within a week, I'm like, oh. But the waterbed did have cool drawers underneath, so you could like hide contraband in the drawers. I'm not going to say specifically what kind of contraband I had.
I just remember it was kind of hard getting. You had to
Oh,
get out. You had
right.
to go up.
If you
and
had it,
over.
yes, you had to kind of get up in the morning, and it had like the rim on the side of it. You had to kind of hang your feet over. It was horrible. So there were actually besides the storage underneath the waterbed, there was no other positive, right? Because I can hide things. And for all you people out there watching and want a little trick, and then we'll wrap this up, you could actually pull the drawer out and it would pop out, and I would hide things under the drawer. Because
Is that where I need to go check?
So you need to go check right now underneath our bed. You pull the drawer out, you pop it. What's underneath the drawer? It's not what's in the drawer. It's what's underneath the drawer that counts. All you kiddies watching, take it to the next level when you're hiding whatever your parents don't want you to catch. Don't put it in the drawer.
Or you
put
parents
it
that are
under
hiding
the
things.
drawer.
Or you parents that are hiding things from your kids.
Yeah. So
There you go.
yeah, there you go. There's our little secret. That's our gift from us to you. Don't say you don't benefit from something from this show. Anyway, so that's it. That's all we got.
Oh,
I think that's it.
I think we went over our time.
We went way over. So anyways, people, yeah.
Okay.
We'll see you next week. Once again, and if you want us to talk about anything, leave it in the comment section below. If you want to tell us how much you hate me, not Heather, me, I'm okay with that. Leave it in the comment section below. If you want to talk about waterbeds and how much you loved them, leave it in the comment section below. If you want to talk about No, don't talk about the State of the Union. We don't talk politics here. Don't leave that in the comment section below. Don't do that. But if you want to talk about...
the price of tea in China.
Yeah, comment section below. Anyways, we're here for you. And that's all we got. And just remember, it isn't a good day until we wasted 5 minutes of your time. And
We did that together.
We did. Next time we'll sing it. And we'll
No.
And
I wouldn't do that to you.
And we'll
he
see.
sings well, but yeah. Okay.
And we'll see you guys next week.